Hey folks, Rob here. We're going to carry on with Slaughter at Ponyri. So this is scenario 12. Again, my solitaire rules for the mission. Well, scenario, if you will. And we're going to be in the German turn 5. This is just going to be the German turn 5, probably about 2 and a bit hours. We do have our latest reinforcements coming on, so we have some armor finally that can do some decent overruns on these Russian positions. Really stubborn fighting going on over this cluster right here. This is, like I said, turn 4, and we haven't made much progress. We've cleared out the front line of Russian buildings, so I can start possessing those. However, we're going to have reinforcements coming back. They're rallying rather well, actually, and they're going to be coming back in and contesting those. But yeah, for turn 4, haven't made much progress into those buildings. So, and in the south, of course, the battle for the schoolhouse is still ongoing. Still have not been able to maintain a foothold. They used to have a unit here in this hex, but of course they lost in close combat, and now there's a Russian half squad sitting there. And I got this pesky 10-2 that just moved into the fortified location, which is going to make it that much more difficult to get into that location as well, and with 2 fanatic units too. So, and then again we have more units here, all in advanced phase pretty well, and we have started having leaders coming in to rally all these broken units that are just going to keep reinforcing it. So it's slow going, definitely a slog, and let's get right into it. So wind change. 3. Do we get an RE? We do not. We have yet to get an RE, and the Russians already had at least 2, maybe 3 REs, so not great. It would be nice to get a random event to compensate for the Russian one, but c'est la vie. Let's go to rallies, and we'll start up north. Alright, now I get 2 self-rallies, so due to the size of the map, you're not going to be one of them, that's for sure, so let's get rid of that. This guy might be interesting, but still a bit far away, not necessarily critical right now to the battle. These guys might be worthwhile getting into. Yeah, let's do the 7 and the 8. 7 and an 8. Alright, so they're both back. That's my 2 self-rallies. Now I can do the normal stuff. So what do we have here? This guy needs a 8. Those should be gone. And that guy needs a 10. And this guy needs a 4. Holy crap, he made it. Alright, now we're cooking. So let's start with the 2 un-DM'd guys. They need 8s. 1, 2. Again, these guys got broken early on, so good to see them back. And this guy needs a snake eyes. Not too bad. No leader here. No leader there. Broken gun. It's been broken for now, I think, at least 2 turns, full turns, and I've yet to repair the damn thing. So with the 3 is kind of concerning. I keep waiting to roll a 6 and break it for good. Here I think we have a leader. No, we don't. That's where this wounded guy is supposed to be. He'll be able to get there this turn as long as he doesn't panic. And we'll get more rallies down here once that A1, or I should say the wounded guy, starts to move. Another gun here. Yeah, another 4. Come on, it's in need of 3 or less, and I'm rolling 4s. What's up with that? Two broken heavies. I'm going to put them at the bottom because I don't think we're going to get a chance to repair. Well, we can't repair them. But I'm going to keep them there because the Russians might be taking that ground back, which would really suck if that was the case. I'm going to convert to smoke now because I'm probably going to forget in the advancing fire phase. Prep fire phase, excuse me. Alright, so here, this guy needs a 4 and a 4. 1, 2. And back here, this wounded guy is going to go rally those guys, and then we're good for that Russian turn. Alright, so this guy needs a Snake Eyes. And here we need, I can't remember, are trenches rally terrain in Slaughter at Ponyri? Are they in general, are they rally terrain? Yes, trench is rally terrain. So I need a 9, 7, and a 9. So 9, 7, 9. Heat of battle. And we have a broken 2, 3, 7. So Russian and +2 is going to make that a 7, so it's going to be just battle hardened. Alright, so those guys are back. Go rally some more guys, that's your job. Over here, this leader needs a 4. And this guy will need a, Jesus, 7. Alright, so moving up. You guys are going to keep moving. We'll do a self-rally attempt. He's a crew. Same with you guys here. We're going to head to that building, but let's try 2 3s. 1, 2. Crew doesn't rally. We'll take off the DM. And I don't think I have a leader here. You're going to go into the trench this turn. You'll go into the trench this turn. This will come off. A lot of conscripts are waiting to jump out of the trenches once they get in. And this guy needs a 4. He's back. So this guy will need a 8. Nine actually. 3. Let's keep the DM. We'll get to the trench. Safer territory. And this guy here. And the other dude. No. Yeah, he needed a 4. Same with you. You're going to keep your DM. Alright, so that's it for rallies. Let's get into the prep fire phase. Now, I do have OBA still in play. And I got to do another chit draw and probably adjust. This used to be a pack front, which is almost all gone except for the one gun that stubbornly refuses to die. And the fire controller trench. I wonder, do I go back onto the... This is a pre-registered hex. I took it off mistakenly, but it is pre-registered. And I wonder if I come back to here to drop it down, because now that I have units along this edge, I can suppress it with small arms fire. I don't need it there. I could put it on here instead. Problem, of course, is that I have my units now in close proximity. Or is it time to move that OBA a little bit further up? I do have another pre-reg here. I would have to do a second chit draw, and I'm already in the 3 black, so I do have 3 red sitting here in this pile of 7 or 10 cards. And a second chit draw would not go good right about now. What do I do with that? Alternatively, I could start dropping it on the trenches in the background, but again, it's going to be on the 20 table, and my spotter is here. Oh, that should be a 120, not 100. This is my 100mm here. I think I can see this guy here. It is level 2. It's a level 1 building, but there's going to be blind hexes, so I don't think I can see this guy, but I could see this guy here. Drop it there, or else I could drop it on top of this guy in the level 1 building. I just don't know. I could drop it on this guy in the rubble. That would be good. However, I do have a couple of 150s and 16 IFTs coming into this range here, so that might not, or that would be a waste probably of doing that. What if I bring it up north? If I drop it there, I can easily see it. I have a known enemy unit here, which means I don't have to roll again. And I could activate all of these guys and maybe even hurt this guy here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So let's make this an AR. And we'll get rid of this. Alright, so we do have line of sight. We'll do a chit draw. I'm going to need to do a accuracy. Alright, so we got a black. That's great. Now I need to do a 1. which is not accurate, so we're going to do a full accuracy die roll. 4 for 1. That'll work. Alright, so make that a spotting round, and next turn we'll adjust and drop it down. That is pretty good shooting. Alright, so let's do normal shooting. Now you guys are going to move. Although that is a shot, but I don't think you have any... Yeah, you don't. You're going to move. Alright, let's go to the elephant here. And command die roll. 10. Now you're an AFV, which is already a 9, and you do have acquisition, so that's going to be a 10, which is good enough. So let's drop a 16 on you to hit. That will be enough because you're acquired. No, you're not. You're buttoned up. Shit. What are we? Base 8 plus 2 for the rubble. 1 for button up is a 5. Acquired twice brings it up to a 7. Yeah. So you're going to miss by 2. Or, yeah. Excuse me, you're going to miss by 1. No. Yeah, 2. Well, that sucks. Alright, this guy here. These guys are broken, so I'm going to move you instead to Q70, and then you're going to blast that with that. I am going to fire you guys, though. Okay, those guys are in command. And let's drop some fire on them. Now, I think I'm going to move this guy. Or if I keep him, I can do 16. Because if I take S70, this is a good forward position. I can get shots on this guy, provided I can break this guy. Otherwise, I'm probably going to die when I cross the road. But I think I'm going to do that. Let's move him. We'll prep the guys underneath. And that's going to be on the 12 table, up 1. So, Freddy. That's a big fat Freddy. Alrighty then. You don't have a target. Except I could fire on you. Which I will do. So, command die roll. You fail, you panic. The other Brumbar is going to move. And you guys have to move as well. Alright, the motion dude is panicked. Okay. I think I'm just blunting my offensive down here in the south. Automatically come to a stop. This A1, no, this 9-1 can do command die roll. So look at the high rolls now. Come on, man. Alright, so we have +3 out of the smoke. So this is going to be an 11. Doubled is 22. Plus 7. 22 plus 7. Actually, no, it's going to be plus 8 because this guy's still CX. 20 table plus 8. Okay, well, it cowers, so it's going to be on the 16. A 10 on the 16 is going to be an NMC. 10-2 is fine, and then the Fanatic 458 and the 248 and the Hero and Battle Hardening, Heat of Battle. Russian +2 would be a 9, so this guy just went berserk. And this 6 will come off. This guy's a fire base, was supposed to be, but now they're useless because they only have 6 firepower. So let's fire 6 up 3. Yeah, let's do 6 up 3 to here. No effect. And you guys will do 8 up 3, I guess. We'll go to the fortified location. 8 up 3. Oh, wait. Rubble on the ground. I don't think I can even see that location. From upper level, rubble, I believe. It also is on the ground. Yeah, so I can't see those guys anyway, so I guess I'm going to have to fire on these guys. Well, that's going to be on the 24 up 2. And a 12 on the 24 gets us a NMC. So, shit shooting so far from the Germans. This guy's going to move everybody forward. The 8-0 is going to take the medium in the rally phase. We're going to transfer it to the squad in the movement phase. I'll take the LMG from him. This guy here is going to move, and you are going to move as well. Our hero, this A1 needs to, the A1 is in command, and you're going to fire at the pack front guy. So it's going to be emplaced on the 12 table. 12 up 1. Come on. Oh. Well, I was going to fire on this guy, but I think I got to fire on this guy now because this is going to turn and blast me. So we're going to do a 5 up 1 shot. Alright, well, you're going to save the day now, so it's going to be an 8 up 2. 7 is a 1 check. And they pass. Russian sniper, German sniper. We have a 2. 3 for 2. We're here. 3 for 2. 1, 2. Let's go onto this trench here. And we'll go top down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 458 is going to be pinned. And the heavy fired. Now we did have rates, so let's go again. It's going to be on the 6 able up 2. Cower, so it's going to be last shot. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. And we finally break the crew, saving our bacon from getting blasted. Alright, the 10-2. Who's going to be moving? Now we do have a assembled mortar here, so we're going to be paying +1, +3. It would be 4 less to hit these guys with an 80 millimeter. Let's get ranged in now. Okay, so I hit and have rate of fire. Let's see how many obstacles are in the way. So we do hit debris, we do hit the smoke, which we kind of knew. And acquire. So this is going to be up 5 on this to hit roll. So no effect. We got rate. Let's go again. That's going to miss. And last shot. So next turn, when we lose smoke, we should be able to easily hit these guys and keep them under fire. Alright, 10-2 is going to move. This guy here is going to shoot this guy here with 8 up 1. 7 is a 1 check. And he breaks. Now, before I forget, let me put the wall advantage down. You're going to go op fire and wait for that 10-2 to jump on you. And use his modifier to take a shot at that guy. And then these guys now have to move. I have a flame in that location. If I had to move 1, 2, the bottom guy panics, which is not great. I may have to break and get him out of that building. So we're going to move the top guy. And you guys are going to have to move as well. So we're going to go half squad, panic, panic, move. Alright, still can move. Over here on the left. This guy here finally can start moving again. And then you here. This A1. Alright, so this guy can move. Get rid of that. And everybody here is going to move. Alright, so we got some IFE fire. Pack front is no longer a threat, so I can start moving. Yeah, let's do that. You're going to move. And you have shot here. You're going to move as well. So we can get rid of this for now. The 9-2. Come on, are you shitting me? Yeah, alright, so then the 8-0 is in command, which means a firebase can shoot, but the rest of them cannot. I should say the leader cannot direct, which sucks. Alright, so yeah, you're gonna move. I'll firebase later. This mortar is gonna fire. Oh, I can't see that. Why did I acquire that? I think they were here, that's why. Yeah, they were there, and they moved, and I just dragged it over, so this should be here. You're gonna have to move. Unless you have a target. You can fire on the 8-0. Let's do this down here. So 7 to hit. Okay. This 4, 6, 7. Wrong dice. That one there, well, it's the same thing. And here, 8 up 2 is a panic, so it's going to be 8 on the 6 is a pinning. The 4, 5, 8 is pinned. The hero is fine. They're going to transfer that in the rally phase, but he's pinned, so that's fine. And this guy here, and it's going to be on the 8 table up 2. 9 is another pinning, so that's fine. Nothing on the weapon. Now the 9-2 is going to open up on there as well. Again, he can't lead because he's panicked. And we're going to be on the 20 table up to 10 on the 20. 10 on the 16 is going to be NMC hero. And the squatty. Squatty's fine, and we have no rates. Those guys are proving exceedingly tough to break. I'm going to have to use this guy on them as well. So let's do that. This guy's going to fire with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Long range, eh? It's going to be on the 12 table of 1. 7 on the 12 is a 1 check, so the hero is fine. And the 4, 5, 8 is fine again. Rate on, no rate. You're done. Our little friend, the 8-1 here, panics, because reasons. And the 7-0 nearby will be in command. So, what do I do? If I move over the wall, I'm going to activate. Which I really don't want to do. However, in turn 6, all these guys are going to go on the advance. And they're going to start moving anyways. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to hunker down here. And just stay. So this guy is going to fire group. Yeah, let's fire group 12 firepower onto this half squad here in the trench. So we're going to do 12 up 2. 10 is a pinning. And he's fine. You guys are now Germans, so let's mark those. And you are in command with your broken frickin' heavy. Do I move and then shoot? Well, let's do this guy first. So this is going to be a 4 up 2 and 4 up 1 against the squad. So no effect. Yeah, I'm going to have to shoot, I think. However, I'm ranged in with the 45. This would be on the 8 table, plus 4 and plus 3. Well, plus 3 and plus 2 with my 9-1 leader on the 8 table. Let's do that. So a 10 and a 8. Wrong, a 9 and an 8. So pinning Tastic on the crew. Pinned, good, so they lose this. And a NMC on the squad. And they're pinned. They're broken. Nice. That worked out. No rate. Not that I have one anyways, but that's fine. You here. are panicked. But the 8-1 is in perfect range. What a waste. Actually, it would be, yeah, you're going to move. This would be transferred in the, actually no, I guess you transfer the moving phase, don't you? So this would be 8, 12 table. 12 table up 1. Eight on the 12's a 1 check, and they're fine. No rate. Leader's going to move. You guys here, bottom and the top guy. This guy is an 8. Career exposed is a 9, and motion would be a 10. So you guys are both good. You can both move. And then this 9-1 here. He almost didn't. We're going to spray fire the 2 guys here. Let's pick up the gun. Okay, or not. And we're going to do 16 flat and up 1 in this location. Spray fire. So 7 and 8 should be a 2 and a 1. Brain fart. Yeah, 2 and a 1. 2 on this guy. Elard. And a 1 check on this guy. Fine. And no rate once more. So you can move because of that leader. And our 9-2 friend here. We're going to fire on the 4-5-8 here, who is able to pick up that 45. And this is going to be on the 16 as well. Up 1. 9 on the 16 is going to be a 1 check. And that's enough to break. No rate. You are going to spray fire these 2 here. So squads are not going to fire on that, and that's going to be a 6, down 1 in both locations. 7 on the 6 is a 1 check. So the 4-4-7 is broken. This location here, the 4-5-8, top one, and the bottom one breaks, and the top one pins. And I did not have rate. Wrong, I have rate on the heavy. So let's fire the heavy on here. This would be a 6 down 2, or 1. Yeah, 2. Alright, rate on the heavy, so let's do a 6 down 2 there. And we're 6 on the 6 is going to be a 1 check. So the 8-1 is broken. The 4-2-6 is pinned, and the 2 half squads, 1, 2, are both gone. And pinning task check for the 4-2-6 is fine. Oh, he is just ducky, and that is again a no rate. Now you are in command, so you guys are going to move. 8-0 will stay and rally, do his leader job. This guy's going to move. He hasn't done shit the whole game. This A1 here. So you guys are going to move. I think I'm going to hold up position here. So let's do an 8 flat onto that 228. No joy. We have a martyr. Why are you acquired? The martyr. What are we going to do with you? Well, the infantry is going to move. Let's just move everybody. This martyr here. We're going to move him. You guys can act. The 8-1 has to make his own command roll. Okay, never mind. I'll go back down. Uh, 7-0 to the rescue. Everybody here is going to move into position. Get ready for any reinforcements. We're basically going to hold until our reinforcements in the north, armor, and all that moves into place. 8-0 here. Come on, man. Leadership is failing. This guy here. The 4-6-7. This armor. And the 10-2. Two, 4-7. Panic. And here we have an 8-1. Actually, you wouldn't panic. Actually, the 8-0 would be in command because the A1 is enough to override him. And everybody here is going to move. Okay, so that's fine. And let's go to the movement phase. And again, we're going to start in the south. Let's start with our wounded leader. Alright, so he's going to go 1.5, 2.5. You are going to go 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 because you CX'd. And you guys I gotta be careful where I move now. Lines of sight are gonna be tricky. Now you're only a 628. The 447 can't really see. But I think I'm gonna draw fire anyways. This 467 is gonna be a crazy dash across the street. Do I throw smoke into R69 and then dash? No, because I'd have to CX. So we're just going to move into there. Dashing across to S70. This guy here. They don't panic. I think I'm going to do that shot. So that's going to be 2. Have to be a 1 down 2. No, I'm going to wait for him to get in the house and do the full 6 firepower. Do I have anybody that can shoot? This guy here would not activate. This guy would not activate. You can't see. So I think you're good. So you're going to make it to there. This guy is going to roll action. And barring panic, he's going to first fire. It's going to be an 8-up 1. and no joy. And we have 4 residual. He'll fire again. 4 up, 1. No joy. Wow. Okay. Now you guys can move. Before we do that, this guy here, let's fire a 6 up 1. 8 on the 6 is a pinning. And I'm pinned. And then I'm going to fire a 2 up 1. 4 is a 1 check. And heat of battle. Alright, so your first and final fired. And heat of battle roll. Oh god, I just went berserk. Yeah, nothing applies, so I'm berserk. Alright, so I spent 3 move, which means I have this is going to be funny. So because I final fired, I now have to FPF with the chance of breaking, which I don't. So tripled and halved is going to be 12 down on the 6, down 2. So a 3 on the 6 is a K2. And alright, so then we have 2 residual there. Will that activate anybody? This guy here would activate, I think. Yes. Alright, so this gray here, this airborne dude is going to activate. Let's roll a 6. One, two, three, four, five, 6. I'm going to first fire this squad with the leader, so it's going to be on the 2 table down 3. So this guy is dead. Right, and you're first fired. All right, I'm okay with that, I think. The important thing was these guys have fired, so that I know they can't, which means I can now move with impunity pretty well with these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I could advance into there in the advance phase, and I can't be shot. So let's do that. As we move, I'm going to transfer this to that guy. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Sturmpanzer 4 is going to start up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be gone. Stop there. I have to dash through this hex because I do have a 458. It's going to put a 2 firepower attack into here when I dash with a -2, so it's going to actually be down 4 on the 2 table. That would be suicidal. I could try to throw a smoke grenade into here. So let's send the 467 dashing through R67 into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. prompting this guy to defensive first fire. Is going to be on the 4 table up, or 4 flat. Is a NMC, and he's fine. 2 residual, and you are going to do the same. So you're going to take a 2 flat shot, no effect, and then I think I'm going to final. Although I could wait and do a 2 up 1, or I could do a 2 flat right now. Let's do a 2 flat. 7 on the 2 is going to be nothing. Alright, so that's fine. And then these guys here, you got to stay and rally. Transfer that weapon. Take the LMG. And you guys move. 1. If I come to here, this guy's probably going to fire. That would be on the 7 table. They do have a hero. Actually, no, that would be 2, 4, 8. 8 down 3. That's going to hurt, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stop here, and then I'll advance in. Here's another Sturmpanther. Yeah, that's fine. You'll stop there. All right, this guy here. This will be 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 4 for the wall, and then I'm going to come into here and hope I don't bog. Okay, I bogged. I bogged. Alright, now they don't have any ATR here, so I don't have to worry about being... Well, they do here. He already first fired though, so that's fine. Or I should say final. Alright, the elephant here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Where do I want to sit? I think I want to sit in U65 facing this way and start suppressing this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 7. I could stop for 8. I think I'm in a good position there. All right, 10-2. We said we're going to send up here, and that's fine. They're going to be dead when this OBA moves. If it lands the wrong way, they're going to be dead. You are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you're going to come here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. One, 2, 3. What do I do with that mortar on the half track? All right, so start for 1, 2, 3, pivot 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll stop there, and we'll start suppressing. I think we have plenty of opportunities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this will be a range of 7 to hit. I think that's fine. Smoke or HE. And then these guys here. Let's just move assault move to X56. That's going to activate this guy here. -1 for somebody adjacent, and that gets us a 7. 7 is going to be no joy. Uh, 458 is going to fire a 4 down 1. Come on. Really? 4 down 1. 2 on the 4 is a K2. Well, shit. Let's move you then. So you're going to come here for 1, 2. Two, 3. Oh wait, you're a freaking armored car. So your motion start for 1. This will be 5, 9, 13, 17. We're going to do an overrun, which is going to cost us a quarter move. So it's going to be 9. $13 and 9 is going to be 22. Cost of train would be 23. And that's going to be tripled and halved. 5 is going to be 15. That'll be on the 7. Plus 4. 11. So it's going to be on the 8's table down 1. 2 on the 8 should be a K2 as well. K. That'll work. One, 2, 3, 4. I could final fire. Let's do that. No, wait. 1, 2, 3. Too far away. So that is 23. This will be 24. And another 9 would put me at 33. I would not be able to overrun. I'd have to pay 1 more excessive speed breakdown to overrun, which is what I'm going to do. Alright, so I don't break down. I'm at 34. And I can do another overrun down 1. And that's a 3 on the 8 is a K2. Top down, 1, 2, 3. So you're halved. And we do 2 check. So we have the leader. Broken, gone, half squad. 2 check would be a 6, up 3s and 9, so you're just broken. You're gone, and you are a half squad, so I'll get rid of this. And you have bounding fire. I don't need that anymore. And you're bounding fire. Alrighty, now I could final fire. So this will be a 2 up 2. 5 on the 2 NMC. Oh, God. So this. And they immediately stop. So I'm not in motion anymore. 1 residual in that location. Wait a minute, you just shot your own dudes. So that's an NMC for the leader. And this guy's gone. I think on balance it's not a bad idea. The leader would have been gone anyways, so not too bad. Let's go with you guys now. What else can shoot? We have a 228 here, 4 hex range. You're out of shots now, and I only have this guy here. Start for 1, pivot 2. You're going to come here for 3, and you're going to stop this guy here. It's going to do a 4 up 2 shot, no effect. Let's do a 2 up 2. 4 on the 1 is an NMC. And you're fine, sniper. No sniper. Alright, and then that would be a 2 residual. That location. So then you are going to go 1, 2, 3. Now I don't think anything's going to be able to shoot you. No. So I think you're fine. You are going to go rally stuff. This guy first, though. Let's come here. You guys need some fire direction to the right. And I need to get a leader down here. So actually, you're going to come down this way. 1, 2, 3. You'll come into there. You're going to go 1, bypass 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That would be a 2 down, 2 shot into there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the late CX. Let's go do that. And I think we're good for this area. Now we can move up to this area. I don't know why I didn't fire those guys. Let's send you into there. You're fine here. You're going to hunker down. And then I have to send you here. Now I have to be careful when I move too close. I do have half squads with they don't have Panda Shreks. Well, actually, I guess I would. It is no wait, that's September 43, so they don't have those yet. Right now they have ATRs. I can dismount 2 half squads. I just got to be careful that this guy doesn't pivot and blow them out of the water. So maybe I move 1 hex closer and then dismount. If I dismount now, they would have 3 moves. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, this guy would activate here. So I'm going to have to move this guy out of the line of fire. So let's do that. We'll move this guy out of the line of fire. Start for, or he's in motion. So we're going to go 1. Stop here for 2. We're going to dismount. And remove the ATR. And we're going to drop our 247 half squad. They're going to dismount for 1. Two, 3, 4. That'll be for 2. This guy will activate. 5 is not good enough. 3, this guy can fire now. Although you are adjacent, so I'm going to fire that way actually. 2, 3, 4. That'll DM you. You are going to go... One, 2, 3. This guy would activate because you're a +2. 1 is active. 10 is going to be squad leader, I believe. Squad gun. Oh shit. 447, and we have a 45 double long. Rip half track. Oh wait, we're down here. All right, let's do the anti-tank fortification first, actually. So that's a 5, no fortification. Anti-tank gun. We have motion vehicle is +2. The wall will be a +3. Lack of vision. You only saw it for 1 move, so it's going to be a +3. So you're going to need a 4 less to hit. Rate of fire and a hit. And that's probably a kill. Yeah. Dead. Crew survival. 7. Crew survival is a 4, and yeah, they don't make it, so they're dead. Well, shit. Well. Alrighty. Alrighty, now we gotta deal with a gun that just showed up out of nowhere. Okay, so for this we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to CX. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll claim both buildings for the Germans. And now you can move CX 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you can't make it, so I'm not going to CX. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are going to go bypass 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to slide into there. This guy here is going to do 8 up 1, 8 up 2. 1 check. And you are pinned. And sniper. German sniper, no. And we're going to do a 4 up 2 as well. 7 is another pinning for booby trap purposes. I have not rolled any booby traps. That is something as well. And we'll put 4 residual there. Right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do that. We have a 7-0. That's supposed to be rallying units, but apparently they're doing a bang-up job themselves. So you're going to come here. And then we're going to do what? We got to start swinging south now. So let's take the trench. This guy here can fire a 4 up 1. 4 up 2, I guess. No effect. That would be a 2 up 3, so no point in doing that. Well, these guys are going to move. Now, I don't want to do an overrun, do I? They are broken, except for 1 squad. I could overrun the crew. But I am open top, so I'm going to be vulnerable to any CCV that's going to happen from them. So this would be 1. I'm going to final. This is going to be a 2 up 2. So 5 on the 2 is an NMC. And he's fine. So he's finaled. Gonna pivot for 2. Let's come here for 3. If I do an overrun, it would cost me quarter move, which would be another 4. So this would be 7 to come down here, plus cost of terrain for a total of 8. If I do my overrun, let's activate you first. 5 is going to be nothing. So we're at 8. Let's do the overrun. It's going to be tripled in half, 6 and 4, 10 on the 8 table, down 1. 6 is a 1 check, and that's a break. That's an ELR and a break. And then we can keep going south for this would be 9. This guy would fire a 4 up 2, actually an 8 up 2. That's going to be a 2 check on the crew. And I unfortunately suffered casualty reduction, which means I'm going to be under one of these. So I'm buttoned up, stunned, and I'm probably going to be under recall. Which is kind of what I was afraid of. Alright, so let's do you. We're going to do almost the same thing pretty well. So we're going to drive over this for 1. Pivot for 2. Drive over here for 7. This down 1 is going to be a 4 on the 8 table, which is a 2, I believe. 2 check. He's fine. He does a patsy, which he passes. So now he has to FPF, so it's going to be a 2 table attack up 2. And 6 on the 2 is a pinning task check. So I'm fine. Sniper. No sniper. And I said I was at 5 and 1 would be 6. So let's be 7. And we're going to stop there. Delay. And that would be a 2 residual in that location. All right. I think that kind of worked out okay. You guys here, and I could have fired the squad as well, but I did not. And I still have a couple of units I have to activate as well. These guys here. Take those in the rally phase or the movement phase now. This guy here is going to CX. We're going to go 1.5. That would be a +1 3-hex range. So this guy would activate. Oh, I had a gun zeroed and I forgot to fire this guy. That's what I was going to do. Oh well. I'll have to try and overrun, I guess. Oh well. Activation. No. What would we do here? Well, the gun's not going to shoot. The infantry's not going to shoot, so this guy's going to basically be able to run with my original plan. So that's 1.5, that's 3. This guy can now activate. As a 2 will. We're going to come in as an 8, which is a squad fortification. Squad's going to be a 447. No fortification. So it's going to be a 4 up 1. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. And he breaks. All right, let's get this out of the way. I was supposed to fire, I forgot to, so we're just going to charge. So start for 1. That's going to be 2. Panic would have been real nice. This guy's going to pivot for 1, for 2. That's going to cost him +3, +4. Motion vehicle is +6. Small target is +7. And he's going to need a 3 or less to hit. So that is a miss. No rate of fire. And he only spent 2 movement points in his line of sight. Actually, he would have needed Snake Eyes to hit. Now I'm going to do my overrun. So this is going to be on the 4 table flat because the emplacement and the 10-2 leader are going to cancel. 4 flat. No effect. I was supposed to frickin' shoot him. I was not supposed to overrun him. That's a job for a Mark IV. Do a patsy. They pass. They're going to intensive fire in the hex. Can they do that inside the hex? Yeah, alright, so color die is phasing, so they're going to intensify inside the hex. And that's going to be a motion vehicle is a +2. They've seen him for 3 move, which is going to be a +3, so that's going to be a +5 total. Small target is a +6. So that's going to be a miss. That would be a side shot, which would have probably killed him. Either way, it's going to be a miss. And I am free to maneuver around. So that's a bounding fire. And I started 1, 2, and another 5 would be 7. I could do another overrun for 12 onto here. For 12. 13. I'm going to spend all my move to finish up in this hex here. Yeah, alright, so this is going to be a 4 up 2. No effect. And then, so you guys are done. Now I'm going to move these guys. Start with you. What do I want you to do? 1, 4. Well, you guys are going to come here. 1, 4. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with CX. And because you're moving under the stationary armor, you should be fine from activation. Alright, so that's that. You guys can use armored assault, assuming you can move. This infantry and the tank are fine. So let's do that. Alright, we're going to go forward 1, 2, 3, 2. This guy would activate because this would be a net +1. 3 hexes away. Activation as a 3. That can't be good. 3. Squad support weapon leader fortification. Jesus. Squad support weapon leader, and they are not fortified. So we have a 628 engineer. We have a 447. Support weapons a 5, which is a light mortar. And a 9 down 1 is an 8, which gets us a 8-0. Alright, so that's going to be a +1. So let's fire the infantry first. Let's fire the mortar first. To hit +1, that's going to be rate of fire. So no shot acquisition. I should say no hit. And now infantry is going to be a 6 table up 1. No hit. So we have 1, 2. Let's come here for 3. Let's pivot the tank. And we're going to come here for 3. We're going to final fire. This would be on the 2 table. Yeah, it'll be 2 of 1. That'll be a 5 on the 2 is an NMC. So the squad is broken. And then this guy here, we're going to start for 1. This will be 2, 3. We'll stop there. And then you. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Pivot 5, 6. You'll stop there. You. Panic. A1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. long range activation on the off chance you're spotted. You probably are. And your CX. As are you going to be? 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, you're not. So you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this tank here. What a waste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Let's go hatches down. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. It would cost me 16 to do an overrun, so I'd have to do an extra +4 to my die roll. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to stay there. Next turn we'll do an overrun. You are panicked. And you, so I think you button up too. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you're going to button up as well. Alright, so we're getting in position. We're kind of good. Getting ready for turn 5, 6 to push in. You guys need... you're in command because of that leader, so I can move you guys. And we're going to send you 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, bypass 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna go other way. 1, 2. You'll come to here. This will be 3. You're good there. I'll save my. Actually, no. I guess you may as well fire now. What the hell? That'll be a 2 flat. No effect. All right. You. Do I want to overrun? Probably not. Let's go start of 1. This would be 2. This would be 7. That'll work. 3 on the 4, excuse me, is going to be 1 check. So these guys are halved. One, 2, 7. Be another 5 to jump onto that would be 12. We're just going to pivot in place until we use up all of our move. You can't stop with moving left over in an enemy hex, so we're just going to pivot for the rest of our move in place. And then you guys are going to go bypass 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3.5, 4. You're going to be on a 4 down 1. No effect. First fired. And then a a 2 down 1. No, he can't fire again, so that's going to be a 2 residual. You're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll go 2, bypass 3, 4.5. Be CX'd. Alright, so that is that, and then we just have these guys up here to do. Alright, so let's do 1, 2. So they're both going to be moving. So unbutton, this will be 1. And then we'll be back to road bonus, so that'll be 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Oh wait, shell holes only affect infantry for road bonus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pivot 6. Pivot 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 will stay in motion here. And the guy behind him should be able to do the same. Come all the way down here. And that is the movement phase. Alright, so now we do defensive fire. Do they get artillery strike? 25, I believe, is a no. Yes, it is no artillery strike. So we have nobody under theirs right now, which means we have to automatically deviate. So we do this. 2 for 1. Right on top of the mortar. Seriously? Well, shit. Troops in open. 9 on the 20 is going to be a 1 check. And the mortar is pinned. Alright, rubble are 60. And 61. No. So this gets flipped to an FFE continuation. And then we can do other shoe sting that they might have. Grid of residual. What can we shoot? We could do a 2 up 1, 2 down 1, and DM this guy. Assuming you can fire. So that would be a 4 on the 2 would be a 1 check. So you're fine, but you're DM'd. You guys here are going to fire. Oh wait, you panic. No, that's funny. Alright, we have a guy here. 6 up 2. Okay. It's going to be on the 6 table up 2. Let's see, roll that. Random.org. I got a fire controller with no working guns. What do I do with him? You will do a 4 up 2. And then you guys are going to do 6 up 2 to the vehicle. 7 on the 6 NMC. And you guys are stunned. Alright, this guy here. That's the first line. Whoop, wrong die. Alright, so this is going to be 8, 9 double is going to be on the 16. We're going to do it against this guy here, 16 up 1. 9 is a 1 check. And they finally break. And a 2 up 2. No effect, nothing there. You guys broke finally, that's great. This guy here. Continue on to his acquired target. Rate of fire, it's going to be a miss. And a miss. Now, we don't have any targets, so you're not doing anything. You guys are going to fire up north, so that's going to be 8 up 2, which will be a nothing. You're broken. Nothing there, nothing there. Everything here is fired, so that's it for defending fire. Let's go to advancing fire. We got 1 flame to spread and 1 blaze to convert. So this guy here, BB40, is attached, so no. AA41, no. And then we have this guy here. That would be no. So I've got 1 more turn to try and get out of there. Alright, defending fire off. Start at the top, advancing fire. Get some acquisition on our guns. And shoot. Let's do you guys here. That's going to be an 8. 8 up 1. Now, do I want to do that? No, because they're going to be failure to route anyways. So let's fire on this guy here. This could be 8 up 1 for emplaced gun. 1 check. Enough to break. No, that's pin. And then you can come in with your 4. I guess you would fire your ETR on the off chance you get the gun. So yeah, let's do an 8 up 2. 6 on the 8 is a 1 check. I've missed a sniper. So the crew's broken. And Russian sniper. And a German... No, that's right. Okay, so... You guys are going to fire group. It's going to be on the 16 up 1. 6 on the 16, Russian sniper, is a 2 check. That'll be ELR. This tank here is going to do nothing because he's bounding fired. You here are going to fire onto that. Get acquisition. They're going to do the same. You're at 9-2, so what are we looking at? We are case B, +2, bounding fire is +5, button up is +6. We are +1 for hindrance is +7. No, rounded down. Light grain is rounded down, so it's only +5. Or excuse me, +6. We are a -2 leader, so that's going to be a +4, excuse me. And we had I think we're going to hit. We're going to hit with that that 3 shot. Nothing else applies. Yeah, we're going to hit. All right, so on the 12 table, we have a 3 on the 12, which is a K3, I believe. K3, yep. Alrighty. K3, so the 8-0 is wounded, dead. 447 is pinned, and the 628 is broken. Leader lost morale check for the 447 and a pinning task check. So yeah, you're fine. And this guy's pinned, German sniper. We have a 5. Good shooting, buddy. Alright, that worked out pretty good. And this guy doesn't have to shoot now, so I can hold my fire. You guys are screwed for failure to route. Actually, no. You are not in open terrain, so you don't have to. No shots from that. This location, we're going to have 8 flats. That is a 4 on the 6, 2 check. Broke. Here we're going to have a 4 flat. Pinning task check, you already pinned. You're gone, failure to route, failure to route. Let's do a 2 up 1. Nope. This is going to be a 4 up 2. No effect. And a 2 up 2 from those guys. Nope. Sniper. Russian sniper is going 3 for 5. One, two, three, four, 5. Are you shitting me? So we have a +2 and 2 +1s. So let's land on this guy here. And we'll go top down. 1, 2, 3. So wound die roll for him. And he's wounded. Alright, so while we're here, our 10-2 can now fire on this guy here, which will make it a 4 flat. 1 check. And he's fine, sniper. Let's get some acquisition on the 628. And then you guys just moved in here. No, you guys fired. No, you didn't. You just moved in. So this is going to be an 8 up 3. No effect. You guys don't have any shot. You're going to get acquisition now. Another sniper. This is going to be 4 assault fire, 5 of the hero. Actually, it'll be 2 with the hero. So it's going to be on the 6 table flat. 4 on the 6 is a 2, so the 8-0 is pinned. Conscript is broken. 628 is broken. Conscript is a half squad, excuse me. Alrighty, and that is the advancing fire phase. So now we have route phase. Yeah, you're fine. Route, you're here. Where do I need to go? Let's come to here. Too broken. That's funny. Fun E. Alright, so let's get out of the FFE. You're not going to last very long. Yeah, you're pinned, so you have to voluntarily break. So let's do that. We break. We're going to get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can ignore this hex because of the flame. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4 into the trench. I believe I can do that because of the blaze situation here, but I'm not 100% on that. Everything else is fine for the Germans there. And you guys are not in open ground, so you could stay there. So you're fine, I think. That's great. So now we can do the Russians. Alright, so you guys are gone. Failure to route. You can't go anywhere without getting close to a German. So yeah, you're failure to route. You guys have to move because you're adjacent. And for the same reason, you're failure to route. You can come here. Low crawl. Low crawl. One and a half. Actually, yeah, you guys would be coming here. You have to run as well, so that would be 1.5 squad equivalent. So you could fit here. And you are one, two, three, 1, 2, 3. So you could do that too. That would be 1.5, 3, 4.5. You would not be able to get into the trench. You'd be on top. You're gone. Failure to route. You're gone. Failure to route. As are you. You're going in the trench. You have to move, so let's go into the trench. And you're going to fall back 1 position. As are you. Oh yeah, you gotta go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can come here. This would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. This would be 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're in place, you don't have to move. But let's go into the trench. I can't go that way. If I move, I have to low crawl. So I'm just going to stay here in my emplaced position. This guy has to move. 1 hex. 1 hex. He's going to low crawl 1 hex. Down here, we can go into the building because we cannot see. So you're going to break. And everybody's going to come into there. And that's going to be it for the route. And then we can go into German Advance. So you guys will come into here. Let's overstack that, and we'll force that. Not overstack, but overload that area. We have 3 squads in there, okay. This location here, we want to, we have a leader, we have a 2, 3, 7. You guys are going to recombine in the next turn, so I'm going to do that now before I forget. So that'll be a full squad, get rid of the half. And this guy will join them as well. Let's get into the debris. We'll slowly inch our way forward. Get our fire base assembled. You guys are going to do the same thing with this guy. Yeah, let's come this way. I don't think the artillery is going to be moving on to us if we come this way. It's unlikely to, so let's come under the smoke of the vehicle right now, and this guy will come here. Alright, let's get into the terrain. So it'll be +2 versus +1. What do we have here? Okay, you're supposed to be down a level, not up. Let's get up here. I think the acquisition can follow us. Yeah. Now that might be a mistake, but I need to start putting pressure on those guys. This is probably a mistake, but I'm too close. However, I will be directing fire away from these guys here, which is probably important as well. I think I've got all those buildings controlled. So let's get one more. And then I need to take this thing here. Alright, so I need to control 22 wood buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of this piece of rubble here. Uh, 12 out of 30 so far, so I just need to collect another 10. Hold on to them, and I have to take that school, and then I'll win at game end. So it's progress of a sort, which is not, not horrible at this stage. Definitely not over yet, that's for sure. Alright, so I think I'm going to jump on a pinned 458. Everybody will shift down. You guys are going to come this way. I think I have enough firepower up in the north. I don't need to worry about that anymore. And it's time to start suppressing this stuff in the back territory. This was unfortunate, but it had to happen eventually, I guess. Let's jump on to the gun crew. Again, that's a pin, and I don't know why it's like that, but... And you guys are going to slide under here. This guy's going to be gone, so I'll just move him off the board. His gun broke, and he never came back. Alright, so that's advanced phase. And then we have close combat. So we have one here, no ambush. We are 2 to 1. So that'll be enough to kill. And 1 to 4 needs like a 3. Not that. Alright, so I get infiltration. So this guy here goes bye-bye. I rolled a 1, which means this is gone as well. And then I can infiltrate. Same thing here, no ambush. 1 to 1 is a 5. And 1 to 2 is a 4. You shit me. Oh well. And that is the German turn 5. Alright, so there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, so we're going to save that. We'll post this. 2 hours to do the German turn 5. And then we have tomorrow we'll be doing the Russian turn 5. So, yep, it's coming along nicely. We are almost halfway through the first playthrough. Cool. Awesome. All right. So yeah, I think this went on long enough. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the playthrough. I noticed the live stream we actually got more views than the videos, so there's only about a couple dozen guys watching these recorded videos, but I like to do them anyways, and I know you solitaire players like to watch them, and thank you guys very much for doing so. Again, hopefully you're enjoying the show. Let me know if I make any mistakes. Again, some of the things, such as transferring weapons and things like that, that I'm not 100% on, like the routing, ignoring buildings that have a flame in them. I think that was legit, but I'm not 100% on that. So point out my mistakes. I have no problem taking that kind of criticism. But we'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye.